They were the U.S. Olympic team's official outfitter in Beijing and again are providing the U.S. team's uniforms for the opening and closing ceremonies at this year's Winter Olympics. David Lauren joins us now from Vancouver. He's in Rumson Square, right? It sounds like the festivities have already begun there, David.
It's amazing. There's a band playing behind me and ice hockey players, and the Olympic torch just ran by about 3 minutes ago.
Oh, wow. Well, tell me, what made you decide to once again outfit the team? And what is the marketing value? What's the proposition here?
Well, this is really, for us, just a momentous occasion. I mean, there is no better exposure for a brand than the Olympics, and to see the athletes walking out en masse representing America wearing the Ralph Lauren Polo horse is phenomenal.
Mm-hmm. Now, when you're talking about exposure there are a ton of viewers who do tune in for those ceremonies. But tell me, I mean, when you look at traditional broadcasting and the decision to market in this way, what makes you still see value here in having people turn on their TV sets and see that polo horse rather than some of the other marketing venues that are out there online that might be cheaper?
Well, this gets exposure everywhere. This is a global event. It's seen on the internet. It's seen in magazines and newspapers and television. I mean, but what this is about emotion. This is about a spirit. And if you're American or you're watching America, this is the best association you can have for a brand that has always been close to celebrating America. And so to have this opportunity, it's incredible.
Now, we often see trends come out of big events with the Olympics. I mean, 2002, it was the beret when Roots outfitted the team. We've seen, with the Summer Olympics, a real impact on swimwear as well. What is it that we're going to see tonight that may be on shelves in Macy's and elsewhere that you really think is going to be sort of the iconic outfit?
Well, we're selling product at RalphLauren.com, Ralph Lauren stores, and Macy's that is a whole capsule collection. It's not just one product. We are about telling a complete story. This is about Olympic gear inspired by the heyday of the Olympics, given a thoroughly modern twist, and it's the whole story. People are buying the whole outfit.
Now, how are you pricing these items? Because if they're available to consumers as well, a lot has changed since the last Olympics. I mean, how have you changed the price points to match what consumers might be able to spend?
Well, it's affordable. Everything here is affordable, and we're playing with our best price points that have been selling Ralph Lauren product for the last 40 years. And it's doing really well. I mean, you walk into any store and it's hard to keep it in. Partly, it's also a sense that this is a collector's item, and that's a whole new feeling around the brand.
Right. So the Olympic down jacket's $325, the turtleneck $425, but you've got some more affordable items in there. Hats about $65, woven shirts about $98. So these items are already in stores?
Yeah, absolutely. And there are all kinds of products, from puffer jackets that you'll see tonight to just the very, from hats and gloves that people are buying up just because it's part of the symbolism.
So are you going to keep this association with outfitting the Olympic team?
Excuse me?
Are you going to be outfitting future Olympic teams as well, beyond Vancouver?
Yes. Well, China was such a momentous moment. It was the most watched broadcast in history, and we're going to be back again in London, and we can't wait.
Do you see an immediate follow-through in the stores? I mean, do you see sales pick up after the broadcast of the opening ceremony?
Well, yes, absolutely, but I've actually been surprised. It's been selling for the last 3 weeks. Really started selling around Christmas time. So, they're buying it really for Ralph Lauren and also for the Olympics. So whichever way you look at it, we have a home run.
Now, David, we just kicked off Fashion Week just yesterday here in New York. I mean, what's the difference between outfitting an athlete and outfitting a model? I mean, where's the value proposition? What's different?
Well, the Ralph Lauren world really goes from men's, women's, home, and children's. It goes from real collection luxury to a much more broad spectrum of customers. It's a little bit of everything for everybody, and that's what makes the brand so special. Mm-hmm. Certainly, if you're asking about size requirements and fitting everybody here, we're outfitting 600 people tonight who will walk in the opening ceremonies that come in all shapes and sizes, so it's an incredible undertaking.
Now, this is a global platform for you. Can you tell me about what sort of expansion plans you might have overseas?
Well, you know, having been in China for Beijing, that's a huge market for our brand to expand into, and we're just starting now. It's tremendous, and I'll tell you, when I was in China walking through, first year they all thought I was an athlete, and I stood out, you know, wearing the horse. Now the stuff is blowing out everywhere, and it's just the beginning of a long-term growth for this company overseas in Asia. And of course, globally, it's one of the most recognized brands in the world for its quality, and that's 40 years of growth that we're very proud of, and it's just built on consistency.
All right. Well, good luck to you, David. We'll be watching the opening ceremonies tonight. David Lauren of Polo Ralph Lauren.